Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs, probably why I never see you.
Are you a combat sports coach and you're building programs for your athletes? Well, at Building a Fighter, this is how we recommend you do it. So we like to start up with a mobility-based warm-up. We're also going to get some pattern prep in. So how I like to start, we'll get the hips moving and grooving. It could be any hip exercise, but I really like the hip switches. If you want, we could add a shin box in as well to get those hips loosey-goosey. After that, let's prep the spine and the shoulders. So I'll do a thread the needle for you guys where we can go up, 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 rotate through the spine and bring it on down. Trying to focus on making that mid-back move so that we can extend on those punches just a little bit more. We'll add in a total body prep. So I really like a crab reach for this, but you can do any total body prep where we're going up, down, just trying to mobilize everything through the body. And then we have to elevate the heart rate and prepare for power in some way, shape, or form. So an easy example, we can do a Y step or a Y hop. So we're going to be right here up on one leg. I'm just going to jump forward, jump back, jump forward, jump back. And you're going to do that for a few reps, just helping myself be ready to explode for the rest of my workout, which next we go into our highest priority possible, which typically is going to be our power work. So for our power work, we want to add in our med balls here, our kettlebell swings, anything that we're moving at a fast rate and trying to explode through the movement. So I'll do a med ball slam or a med ball punch. I really like to do this from a wind up. So elbows are going to be high and firing that ball into the wall. We can pair this up. I'm a big fan of supersets with lateral movements to prep ourselves in a lateral plane. So here we'll do a skater hop. The biggest thing with our power work is going to be trying to add intent into the movement. So I need to be intense as I go, and every single thing we do is trying to be max effort, smacking the ball into the wall, jumping as far as I can, or jumping as high as possible. So for the next phase of training that we go into is going to be focused on strength. This is going to be where we're going after putting some more weight on the bar or in our hands with dumbbells and isolating, trying to get stronger as the main goal. So whether it's a trap bar deadlift or how I like to superset is going lower body right into more upper body work, a dumbbell floor press, we're focused on getting strong and trying to get a little bit more dense with our workouts. So the next phase is going to be focused on the accessory work. These are the things we need to get done, but are a little bit less of a priority because as we go through our workouts, we don't have as much energy towards the end. So if we're doing like our core work, for example, we're here, we're going to bring it in, press out, come back. Just a pretty standard peel-off press variation to try to get the core strong and stable. This is also where we add in our higher volume reps. So for me, we can do some actual like cable curls. One of my favorites for the grappling athlete, because a curl is just an underhook, and we're just repping out as many curls as we can, or typically a little bit more reps and a little bit less weight with our accessory work. So the last piece of the workout is going to be focusing on our conditioning piece. We want to make sure we're getting our conditioning in, but typically it's going to be at the end if we're running a concurrent model, which means we're trying to get multiple different stimuli in one workout, because we need to focus on the other priorities first. So whether it's an air bike sprint, whether it's the skier, the rower, running on the treadmill, we can even get some upper body conditioning as well. One of my favorites is just a sandbell punch and doing that for reps over and over again. The last part of the workout typically is going to be our conditioning piece, because that's when we get a little gritty, a little grindy, and focus on the things that we can step into the cage and make a little bit of a difference on the actual gas tank. The last piece of advice when we're programming for combat sports athletes is we have to write the plan in pencil, not pen. We want to make sure that we're focused on what that athlete in front of us needs. And that means we got to figure out, hey, how much have they trained in the past? If I'm working with a beginning strength and conditioning athlete, even if they're in the UFC, I need to make sure that I'm trying to run as many different skills to give them a little bit more of a boost. So that's going to be what's called a concurrent model, where we're doing all of these different phases, power, strength, conditioning, mobility, everything, built into one workout to try to stack them up a little bit higher and give them incremental gains in everything. If I'm working with an advanced or an intermediate training age athlete, I can get away with focusing on just strength in a workout or just conditioning in a workout. And I can tailor their individual program to fit the needs that are going to make them the best combat athlete possible. So, in summary, make sure that you're individualizing that program based on what that combat athlete needs, because that's how we, as coaches, can do the best service for our athletes possible.